Stop what we're doing and break in.
Because you need to know now.
This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
I believe it's about that time.
Turn the radio on, Liz. This is my friend, Todd.
He makes me laugh.
From Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, super!
What a crackpot.
Would you please just listen?
Really fun, and it's free.
Oh boy, this is great.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, Todd, you got off the couch today. So we're gonna give you just a little bit of praise. Woo-hoo! Little bit of praise just for you. Well, you actually got off your couch today. You know we gotta give you praise. Sing that name. Sing that name. Oh, Todd, we praise you.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Tonight on the show, it's Wing It Wednesday, coming up after 6:30. A couple of in-studio guests, Matt Williams and Jamie Hudson from Troy Skate Park. Looking forward to meeting them. They were on the show maybe a month or so ago. Had a big fundraising event up in Troy. They're trying to raise some moolah for a skate park. But they'll be on the show tonight talking about that and some other things. Also, last night after the show, I found myself sitting at a Mexican restaurant with Mary. And lo and behold, I'm pretty sure, because I couldn't, they had the TV volume down. But I believe it was a documentary, or at least a portion of this documentary was focusing on cars crashing into buildings. And we have a report that there may have been one in Springfield today. I'm trying to get clarification. It looks like the car jumped off the road, went up the hill of this house, and may have hit the porch. But I can't tell. Just the way the angle of the shot was. But maybe somebody knows. It was, let's see, where was this? This was on, let me find the street real quick. I got it here. It was the corner of Mulberry and Western up in Swingfield. So if you know that particular area and you're driving by, let us know. And we have so much more to talk about. The first thing I wanted to get into, this is exciting. I know Christmas is more than a month away, and I'm not trying to push it here, but here's the thing. One of my favorite Christmas movies of all time is A Christmas Story. And this is with Ralphie and his family and the Red Ryder BB gun and that god-awful pink bunny suit that his aunt made for him. And he's Peter Billingsley, the actor. He's coming to town December 20th to do an evening with Peter Billingsley and A Christmas Story. And it's really cool. They're going to show the movie on the big screen there at the Schuster. And then immediately following, he's going to do a Q&A. And I thought, well, I got to talk to him. Peter.
Todd.
I'm so glad we were able to put this together.
We did it.
Let me just start out by saying, and I know you probably hear this a million times, what a thrill and honor it is to speak with you. Because when that movie came out in 1983, that movie just crystallized Christmas for me in such a profound way.
You know, it seems like, obviously, I've lived with this movie for a long time now and have connected with a lot of fans. And I think that's really what I hear a lot. People see their own Christmas and their own family in that movie. And it felt very real to them.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
a lot of people feel almost a sense of ownership with the movie in a good way, that it's really become a part of their lives and their families' lives.
Yeah, because the movie, I was born in 1969, so the movie takes place in the 1950s, but I saw my dad, right? I saw my dad in you, and I saw my grandparents in your parents in the movie. And he grew up here in Dayton in a very sort
cool.
of urban kind of environment, much like, the neighborhood that, where this takes place and the city. And it was just like, this is what it was like for my dad, and it was just such a neat experience. And every year that is the one movie that I absolutely have to watch without fail. And the other one you make a cameo in, Elf.
Yes, there you go. I know.
So
this has really kind of become my thing.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah. And I would imagine you are asked a million questions about that film. And you've answered them all. And I always hate repeating those types of questions because I think of being on your end of it. It's like, oh, this question again. So I'll just ask you this. Just sort of give us a synopsis of, the memories of it and your experience being a young actor. There's no way you could have known that this was going to become what it's become.
No, we definitely didn't. I had been acting. I did that movie, Christmas Story, when I was 12. Mm-hmm. And I had been acting prior to that since I was about 3, doing commercials and other TV and films and some big films that turned out to be bombs. And so I had been around a lot of movies that had a lot of hype on them, and they didn't turn out to be anything. The difference on A Christmas Story is it had taken them about 12 years to get the movie made.
Wow.
Bob Clark, the director, and Gene Shepard, the writer, the co-writer with Bob. And so by the time they got to make the movie, they were so grateful. They were relieved, and they were so well prepared. It was a very different set, and there was no expectations put on the movie other than, let's just try to make something great. And that was a very different feeling for me. And I remember just the attention to detail in the set creations, the neighborhoods, the toys that they built. These guys were craftsmen, and they were really, really at the top of their game. Now, I don't think anybody expected much to happen with it. And the movie came out in 1983, and it was a mild success, but certainly not a blockbuster. And back then you thought generally, well, I guess that's it. Video was just starting. Cable television was early. Movies didn't have some cult life like that. And slowly but surely the movie built. And I think my relationship with the movie is great because not only do I love it, but it wasn't as though I went to bed one night, woke up in the morning, and suddenly my life had changed. Because you're part of this blockbuster instant success overnight.
Yeah.
It built over time, and it built with a fan base that shared VHS tapes or huddled around the television to watch it live. And it was really a commitment of the fan base to keep the movie alive year after year. And so it's been kind of a growing, sort of evolving relationship that I've had in a great way. And as time has gone on, I've learned to appreciate so much of the movie because when you're in it, you know so much about it. But now that I have distance, the things like you said, just the realism, and it does feel like your family, and how much it captures winter and Christmas and struggles and hope and joy and love and all those things. It does such a great job of it. So I've actually become a big fan of the film.
Yeah. And you mentioned, how so many people have taken ownership of this film. Mm-hmm. And I agree with that. I'm one of those people. And I will tell you that when I heard that they were going to do sort of, I wouldn't call it a sequel, but sort of the follow-up you did a couple of years ago, A Christmas Story 2. Yes. I thought, oh man, please don't screw this up because that's such an icon of a film. And I was so worried that it was not going to deliver. But Peter, I loved what you did back in 2022 with that film. I mean,
oh, thank you.
It delivered. And I was like, this is it. And it gave me such a good feeling after the end of it. I was like, this is perfect. This is the perfect way to wrap up, whatever.
It's really what we wanted to do. So yeah, they're just for super clarity for the audience. My film was A Christmas Story at Christmas. There was some Christmas Story 2 that I had nothing to do with many years ago. That was a straight to video.
That's a forgettable
that I've never even seen.
Yeah.
But look, nobody felt the pressure more than me because I've carried, so much of this movie for so long, and we really, really wanted to get it right. But there had been so much time. It was really fun to think of what's Ralphie like as a dad.
Yeah.
Now much more known as Ralph when he's grown up. And the whole concept that as a kid, all you want is for your Christmas to be great. But as a parent, all you want is for your kid's Christmas to be great. Yeah. And that's really the flip. And so to be kind of obsessed and on that quest felt like it was really the right starting point for the film, and to bring back the cast and have a lot of those same feelings was nice. But we put a lot of attention to detail, time, and thought into that. And I certainly wasn't going to do it unless I felt it was right.
Yeah, yeah. So this event that's coming up on December 20th, I'm super excited about this because recently I got to attend an event very similar with John Cleese and a Q&A after Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And it was such fun because we all got to have that shared experience of seeing this classic movie, which, a lot of people, unfortunately, they don't go to the theaters a lot anymore for movies. They watch at home, and having that shared experience is a whole other sort of environment. And I'm excited about that because I've never seen Christmas Story in a theater. I've only seen it.
Treat. You're right, because the movie was really last in theaters in '83.
Yeah.
And so it's, particularly with a movie that people know, it's fun because you're anticipating things. There's group laughter.
Yeah.
It's how movies were, especially this movie was shot on film, so it looks great. It feels so cool. And then afterwards, I really kind of take an audience on a journey through a lot of their favorite scenes, kind of behind the scenes stories and perspectives of the film that maybe they haven't seen. I bring some photos along. We do a little trivia and a giveaway, and then I open it up to the floor, and I'll just answer any question from the audience.
Well, this is going to be a great night. It's happening December 20th at the Schuster Center, Performing Arts Center in downtown Dayton. You could get tickets for this at DaytonLive.org. And I saw that there's also some meet and greet opportunities, Peter, if people want to get their picture taken or maybe have you autograph a bunny rabbit pajamas.
That's right. I just do sort of a limited meet and greet, but there's definitely some fans that have always wanted to say hi. And, I always like to spend a couple moments with the fans directly, take a photo, sign a little poster for them.
So I've got to ask the question because my wife actually suggested I do this, because when I came back from the Monty Python event with John Cleese, I told her, there were some people who were in costumes, and she said, you really ought to think about the pink bunny suit. She feels confident that she can find one in my larger size. And I'm just curious if this is an original thought or, have people been showing up to your events?
A lot of people have been showing up in it. You would not be the first. You would feel very welcome. I'm sure a lot of folks will have to take photos with you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a popular outfit. I don't want you to be nervous going in with it. You will fit right in.
Now, do you still have the one that you had in the movie? Did you ever get to keep that, or did it?
I did. My mom was great about just grabbing little keepsakes. Again, nobody knew what this movie would turn into. So I do have it. And actually, it'll be on display at Raising Cane's in Times Square this year. So I am displaying the bunny suit and some other things from the movie.
I'm surprised that's not in the Smithsonian, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've certainly held on to it. I'm trying to figure out the right thing to do with it.
Yeah.
But it's nice to find opportunities to be able to share it with fans.
No, I got you. Well, Peter, I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today on the show. And I'm really looking forward to this. December 20th, Schuster Center, downtown, an evening with Peter Billingsley and Christmas Story. You can get tickets for it at DaytonLive.org. Thank you, Peter. Have a great week.
Looking forward to it, and I look forward to seeing you in the pink bunny suit out there.
Well, we'll see what happens, Peter. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Thanks.
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Yeah, I got to get one of those bunny costumes. I think that I need to do that for sure. I honestly would just like to have one of those bunny costumes just for fun. You know, I love that thing. I always like having costumes on hand. You just never know when you're going to need one. I remember that, Leslie. I remember that. That's awesome. Oh, a Playboy. No, 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 no. This. A Playboy bunny costume. I don't even want to see me in a Playboy bunny costume. Oh, that's funny.
final penny is pressed today. We'll have the latest on that at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
All right, we got to get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Well, that was kind of cool. Peter Billingsley from A Christmas Story. Love that movie. It was thrilled to chat with him. That was kind of neat. You can hear the interview if you didn't hear the whole thing in its entirety. It just posted on my Facebook page. Next Thursday, the 20th, the Evening Edge is going to be live at All the Best Delicatessen down in Washington Township, 5940 Far Hills Avenue. This is our second Evening Edge happy hour there at All the Best. We were there in September, had a great time. They said, please come back. So I'm asking you Edge heads to please go. We're going to have a good time whenever the Edge heads get together. And I think this might be the last time before the holidays. So, I guess we could kind of call it a little holiday party. Why not? It's a week before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So come on out and see us once again next Thursday, 5 to 7, All the Best Delicatessen. They'll have specials, and they've got, of course, the best bar, brand new bar. I mean, not brand new, like it's been open for a few months, but it's really cool. I love the vibe there, and you need to check it out. But we'll be there next Thursday, 5 to 7.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I can tell you without any doubt in my mind, Mary would not put on a Playboy bunny costume. Period. We talked about it when we were trying to figure out our Halloween costumes for this year. Because we had the thought that she would be a Playboy bunny and I would go as not Hugh Hefner, but Huge Hefner. And I have a smoking jacket and silk pajama bottoms and slippers, and I could, have a pipe and hey, baby, that kind of thing. Sailor's hat or the captain's hat. I could have gotten one of those. It'd be the complete package. Huge Hefner and his Playboy bunny. But she was a bit hesitant, skittish, if you will. No, I don't think she would wear the bunny costume. I'm the ham. I'm the one who would do it. I have one in my Amazon shopping cart ready to go. So I'm excited about that. Nah, Clinton. I had an apple fritter today, by the way. I just mentioned that because I saw somebody ask about a apple fritter. Where'd your apple fritter come from? I usually, I will say, Stan's Stan the Donut Man, which is on Wilmington Avenue, which is right across from where Channel 7 used to be. It was there when I worked in that building. Their apple fritters just kick. I usually, though, just get my apple fritter at like Tim's. I don't particularly care for the fritter at Dunkin's. But I usually get my iced coffee at Tim's or Dunkin'. But I find that I end up going to Tim's more because I like their apple fritter better. And I try to limit it to one a week. Clinton, I can't believe you watch this show. You don't like that I drink White Claw. You don't like that I drink iced coffee. My God. Can we agree on nothing? I'm actually heading out to get some for my car, so probably not. Okay. Is it a penny? Is it loose change? Parker, I'm going to talk to you about the penny. Did you hear me?
Anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Don't give me that politics, Jazz. It's not my racket.
People are tired of hearing nothing but doom and despair on the radio.
Everyone just relax, all right?
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now, who would like a cookie?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube coming up after 6:30. It's Wing It Wednesday. We got a couple of guests coming in from Troy Skate Park, Matt Williams and Jamie Hudson. And by the way, I have a few openings left for 2025 for Wing It Wednesday. If you're a nonprofit group that would like to come in and talk about maybe a Christmas event that you're doing, or a fundraiser, or just your good works, or whatever it is, I'd love to chat with you. And then this is going to continue. It's been such a success this year. We're going to do it into 2026 as well. So, maybe you got something in the spring you want to get on the schedule for. Yeah, just hit me up. Send me an email, eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. And we'll take a look at the calendar. We'll come up with a Wednesday. And again, all you do is just bring in an order of wings. I'm not particular. I've had people bring in, 30, 40 wings, a giant tray of wings. I've had so many wings, I've given some to Parker Testa, my producer, and he greatly appreciates it. And they've come from all different kinds of places. So I love getting the variety of wings. I had one guy even make his own wings. He didn't go out and buy them. He did it himself, and they were great. And that's all it costs you. That's the cost of being on WHIO on my show. It's just an order of wings. Doesn't cost you any money, really. And a lot of nonprofits already have relationships with local restaurants. So you could just call them up and say, hey, I just need 10 wings. And then we'll promote them on the air. We give them a free plug. See, it's a win-win for everybody. The nonprofit wins, the restaurant wins, and most importantly, I get chicken wings. I don't know if you heard that story a few minutes ago with Ron Otto. The United States struck its last penny today. Its final penny. No more pennies to be struck. And it took place at 2:00. And kind of a sad day, I guess, on one level. But then again, the more I think about it, because I remember when they first announced this earlier this year, I believe I did an ode to a penny. It was like a sad poem saying goodbye to the penny. And I'll tell you, the more I've thought about it, the more I'm sort of like, good riddance. Good riddance. It's stupid that a penny, which is worth a penny, costs 4 cents to make. You can't run a business that way. I'm no business expert, but I just know if the product you're making costs 4 cents, but it's only worth a penny, you're in the hole. This is stupid. This is dumb. But that doesn't mean that the penny is going away. We're still going to be stuck with loose change. Now, Parker, take a guess. Any thoughts on how many pennies you might have loose in your car? I counted mine this morning because I knew that this was happening today.
In my car?
Yeah. You ever go through someplace and, I don't know, you're a young guy. I don't know if you use cash very much. Most millennials don't. So,
I have a couple in there, I know for sure.
Yeah,
but I know I have more. I have a big jar, like a big jar on my dresser at home.
Yeah.
That I put a bunch of loose change in. I know there's a ton in there.
I had 32 cents in pennies in my car.
I don't have that much.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And usually I'll use my debit to get whatever, but every once in a while I'll have cash, and then I end up, getting change. Now, some places I'll just say, if I know that I'm getting 6 or 7 cents back, I'll just say, keep it.
Yeah.
Because it's not even just the pennies. It's just loose change in general. I never end up using them, right? They just sit there in my car collecting dust and crumbs.
Well, that's why I have the jar. I just go, and eventually once it fills up, you turn it in and get X amount of dollars back.
Well, see, you're smart like that. Yeah. The thing that I saw though in the story, and I've already seen this a couple of places, that there are some businesses that, because of this, the penny going away as far as minting, right? They're still going to be in circulation, but I guess there's been people who have been hoarding them because they're going away. Have you heard this?
I haven't heard this, no.
There were restaurants, and McDonald's, I think, is one of them. There have been, like Kroger has mentioned this. They've said this. A couple of big department stores, Walmart, that there is a penny shortage. There's a penny shortage. Now, I don't know that I buy it. Because here's what they're here's what they're going to do. They're going to round up or round down to the nearest nickel. So if something is $1.03, they're going to charge you $1.05. They're just going to round up so they don't have to give you change. Now, how much, when you think about that, you think about, now that's only if you're paying cash, by the way. It's not if you're, using a MasterCard or Visa or debit card or whatever, because that charges the exact amount. But they're saying that they're gonna round up or down. Now, I guess on one hand, if it's $1.02, you might feel like, hey, they're only charging me $1. But they're going to make the prices so they always round up. They always round up. And how much is that going to make them in the end? Like at the end of the year, they're going to be able to go back and look, because there's probably going to be some notation somewhere, right? That says we're going to make this much money because we're rounding up. We're going from $1.03 to $1.05 or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But if they keep rounding up, they're gonna come way ahead on the other side. They're gonna come out way ahead. And I don't buy that there's a shortage of pennies. Maybe there is. Maybe there are people hoarding them. I mean, people have always kept loose change in a jar, just like Parker was talking about. I mean, I've seen videos where people have those giant water jugs, the big plastic water jugs. They just turn them upside down and they just throw their pennies in there. I mean, that's crazy. And that's fun. Okay, sure. Maybe that's where all the pennies are going. I don't know. But I've never heard of this idea of let's round up the pennies at stores until they decided no more penny minting. So I'm not sure what to make of it, whether there are people actually hoarding the pennies or not. Well, we got people who want to talk about pennies. Penny. David in Fairborn. Hey, David.
Hey, how you doing?
Are you a penny hoarder, David?
Not really, but I do collect pennies.
Oh, how many in your penny collection?
I don't know.
We talking more than 1,000?
Probably because my dad passed away a couple years ago, and he had a lot of pennies like I did. So I've got.
Are they in the blue books, like the collector books, or are they just like in a jar?
Well, none of them are in a jar, but they're in books and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my dad used to do that. What is that called? There's a
Whitman.
Yeah, no, but it's like is it numismatist?
Yeah, numismatist.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you're a coin collector.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think people are hoarding these coins, these pennies, because of they're doing away with the minting?
I think they are.
Is that the chatter inside the penny hoarding circle?
Not really, because the new pennies aren't they're zinc and they're copper washed, so they don't hold up well to time.
Oh, so we could end up maybe in 20 or 30 or 50 years a real penny shortage crisis because the new pennies, they're not holding up.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The one thing to look at, they're not doing the penny, but look what the nickel costs per nickel.
How much does that cost?
I don't remember. I'm picking up stuff at the store, and I heard the radio program, and I got a call. The nickel is way more expensive to do than the penny is. Maybe
this is all just a way for us to do away with change and dollar bills, and it's all going to go digital.
Yeah, that's the ultimate what they want, though. Yeah, because it costs money to make all the coins.
Yeah. All right, David, thanks.
Something outrageous, though. It's like 14 cents or something outrageous.
Wow, really? That is crazy.
Look it up. I don't remember the exact number. It's been a while.
All right. Well, I'll look during the break. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay.
Rob in Springfield. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Todd. Good evening, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Are you a penny hoarder?
Well, not a hoarder, but I have a giant jar full of them.
Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I'm just kidding. So how many do you think you
I want
have?
to talk to you about pennies is Casey's at exit 69. I believe it's considered Tip City.
Okay.
Last week, they didn't have any pennies left.
Really? They were penniless. Rob, are you there? I think
Change up.
Oh.
So I got 4 extra cents.
Ah, okay. Well, see, this is what I'm hearing is that some of these businesses, they're going to round up. And I think it's all a big scam.
I do too.
You know, maybe right now you might end up on the positive end. You know, like if it whatever the charge is ends like in a 2 or a 1 or a 6 or a 7. Then maybe they'll round down, but I think they're going to adjust the prices so they always have to round up, and they're going to make money off of this. You know they are.
They always do, and I don't understand the purpose of hoarding up pennies.
I don't get it either. I think it must be some sort of like addiction kind of thing. You know, like you just gotta have that penny. You know, I don't know.
I would rather hoard a quarter.
That's right. Me too. Me too. Hey, did you hear about a car crashing into a building today in Springfield?
No, I did not.
All right. Somebody tagged me and said it was Mulberry and Western, and they sent a picture, but I can't tell from the angle if the car actually hit the building. I'm hoping for confirmation tonight.
You'll get confirmation because I'll double check.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too, Todd.
There you go. And you got people want to talk about pennies. Holy cow. They're passionate about their pennies.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Coming up.
Double D.
H. Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Sometimes my head goes faster than my tongue. I can't help it. Yeah. Oh, Marcia, I did too. I had penny loafers. They were kind of trendy. They became trendy again. I would say it was probably the mid 80s. Yeah. Penny loafers and popped up polo shirt collars. 14 cents to make a nickel? Yeah. It costs 13.8 cents to mint a nickel. I feel like I feel like if any, okay, I got to save it for the air.
From the McAfee Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios, breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM, Pleasant Hill. WHIO, Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Springfield cops busy with a shooting this afternoon. We'll have the latest at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Back to the show, everybody.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. Well, we struck the last penny today, so we've been talking about the U.S. Mint. They struck the last penny. No more pennies being minted. You can still use them. They're still in circulation, but no more new pennies. It costs 4 cents to make a penny. Now, that sounds crazy. But we had a caller who said you need to look up the cost of doing or printing a nickel or minting a nickel. It costs 13.8 cents to mint a 5-cent nickel. If any change seems to be needing to go, never mind a penny that cost 4 cents. What about a nickel that cost almost 14? That's insane. Oh my gosh. Robin in Washington Township. Hey, Robin.
Hey, hi, Todd.
Hey, what's going on?
I am so excited you're talking about pennies. When you were talking about how companies round up and they can keep track of how much extra money they're making,
yeah,
it got me thinking about gas stations because I can never land on a whole number. I always like 1 penny, 2 pennies. Every time I try to land on a whole number. Can you imagine how much money they're getting?
I suppose, Robin, but I hate to say this, and I hate to call you out. I think that's operator error.
Oh,
because I have the same problem. I have the same problem, but sometimes I nail it perfectly. But seriously, when you think about it, right now in this transition, maybe they'll be like, well, we'll round down or we'll round up to the nearest nickel, whatever. But at some point, they're gonna figure out how to manipulate the prices so every single time it rounds up.
You're right.
That's what they're going to do.
Stop talking to you.
Thanks, Robin.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Live from the WHIO News Center, this is Miami Valley's News at 6. Our top local story, a state lawmaker makes a proposal, and now the House is going to
Oh, yeah. Okay. Tomorrow night we can tease it. After football's over, do you generally work on Friday nights? I just don't remember. What we ought to do to help promote your show on Sunday is maybe have a little segment on Fridays when you're here. You may not always work Friday, but when you are here, we can always just promote your show. Yeah, whenever I put gas in the car and Mary's in there, for some reason I always tend to go over a little bit. And she's like, "Why can't you just land on $50?" It's like, because I'm distracted by you, dear.
Scheduled news in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
It's time for something different.
There's been enough thinking.
Don't bring up politics. Don't bring up religion.
Don't be so serious about everything.
This aggression will not stand, man.
Let's just chill, huh?
Let's have some fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, you can't see me, can you? Well, that's the magic of radio, baby.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. You can see me there. We have a current events quiz. If you'd like to take the quiz, win a $50 gift card to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill in Centerville. Be the fifth caller right now at 937-457-1290. You can take the quiz and win yourself $50 that you can buy all the gyros you want, or the loaded feta fries, or the Greek salad. You could just knock yourself out at the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill. 937-457-1290. So we got confirmation that, yes, in fact, the car that I was talking about earlier in Springfield, I got a couple of pictures, but I couldn't tell if, in fact, it hit the building. It did. The folks that sent me
in local news, a spectacular car
the picture
house car.
called the show towards the end of last hour and talked to Parker and said, yes, in fact, it did hit the front porch. So we are now at 104 for the year, 104. And last night, just by chance, Mary and I went to a Mexican restaurant over there on Colonel Glenn Highway, right across from Wright State. I can't remember the name of it. It was really good. Had the tamales. But while we were sitting there, I noticed on one of the TVs there at the bar that there was a show on, and they were talking about cars crashing into buildings. And they didn't have the audio on, so I couldn't tell if it was all about just cars crashing into buildings or if it was one particular story. But they flashed up onto the screen some statistics about this. And I thought, well, this is kind of interesting because we talk about this all the time. The problem that we have here in the Dayton area, cars crashing into buildings. So I went and I found some of these stats that they were talking about. First of all, an estimate of 100 times every single day throughout the country, somebody crashes their car into a building. On average, every day in the United States, 100 people make contact. That comes to about 36,500 times a year if you do simple math, which is crazy. They say approximately 16,000 people are injured annually in these types of accidents. More than 2,500 people are killed each year. Over half of these collisions occur at retail shops, restaurants, or convenience stores. And the number one cause, Parker, would you go get me a tissue? I have another bloody nose. I don't know what is going on. I guess I need to go to the doctor. Sorry about that, folks. It's kind of disgusting, but all of a sudden I started feeling dribbling. Anyway, common causes include pedal air, mistaking the gas for the brake, and general operator error. Thank you so much. And about 10 of those incidents are intentional. Good Lord. What is going on? So there you go. There's some stats and facts about cars crashing into buildings. Oh, my Lord. Doug in Dayton, how you doing, Doug?
I'm doing damn good, Doug. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Can you give me 1 second? I need to lodge some tissue up my nose.
Okay.
You know, maybe I should put the call or the show on hold for just a minute. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, Doug, okay?
Okay, bro.
Get it up in there, right there, right on. That's it, right there, right there. Oh, yeah. Woo. All right, Doug, are you there?
Yeah, you can call me the Douglas because we're going to fire them all. But here's a penny story. This is back in the 50s. I'm at Northtown Shopping Center.
Okay.
At the very end of the building towards the Ames Theater. There's a bank.
Oh, okay.
And I'm probably, I don't know, maybe 20 years old or so.
Oh, okay.
And I'm in there, and there's a young paper boy at the table with a pile of pennies, going through them, and all of a sudden he lets out a Eureka! And I went over there and I said, "Did you find a 1909 SVDB?" He said, "Yes." And that was the key coin for that collection. And I said, may I see it? And it was a good coin, had a good S and a VDB. It was a perfect coin. And even then, it was probably worth $50. And I hope that young man's still alive because he probably got a keeper. So that's my penny story.
Well, by God, that is a great penny story. Hey, Doug. Hey, Doug. Let's take the current events quiz, okay?
Sure.
All right, let's get it going.
Listen, everybody.
It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hotshot. Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics.
Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. I sound a little funny nasally here with my tissue up my nose. Doug, you're going to be playing for a $50 gift card to the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill in Centerville, 5409 Cornerstone North Boulevard. That sound good?
I hope I can win.
Well, you're going to win. Have you ever played the current events quiz?
No.
You know how it works, Doug?
No.
Is this the first time you've ever heard the show?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to make it real simple for you, Doug. I'm going to give you 3 questions and 3 possible answers, A, B, or C. All you got to do, Doug, is say C. That's it. Yeah, because we don't want losers on the show. We only want winners.
Well, I'm a winner in other ways.
Okay. You sound like a winner, Doug. All right. Here's question number 1. And by the way, all these have to do with
Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
In the Bluegrass State. Question number 1. Cops in London, Kentucky arrested a 40-year-old man who they say during an altercation with a woman at a hotel, he A, gave her a noogie, B, snapped her in the butt with a wet towel, or C, bit her on the arm.
I say C.
You got it. The trend of adults biting other adults continues. Here's question number 2. Cops in Frankfort, Kentucky arrested a 43-year-old man who they say stole his mom's car so he could A, go get a Slurpee, B, go buy some weed, or C, go gambling.
I'd say B. Oh, my God.
Doug, I told you just answer C.
Oh.
Yeah, just say C.
I didn't listen.
Yeah. Just say C for me.
C, baby.
Okay. All right, for the big win, cops in Monticello, Kentucky, quickly apprehended a 36-year-old inmate who escaped from a courthouse for a total of 4 minutes. They caught him after A, he got stuck inside a revolving door in the lobby, B, tried to carjack a police car, or C, he fled nearby to his own home.
C.
You got it. Oh, I'm sorry. You are correct. All right, Doug, you are the winner of the current events quiz. Hang on the line. We'll get some details and we'll get that gift certificate mailed to you, okay?
Great.
All right, Doug. That's how you play the current events quiz. Lordy, whoo. 937-457-1290. People are asking on the live stream, what's the deal with the bloody nose? Is it my blood pressure? No, I'm on medication. I'm fine. I think it's just the crazy weather. I've had more of these recently than I've had in the past. So maybe it's that. I don't know. But Marcia says I should carry tampons because those are really good for fixing a bloody nose. Real quickly, let's talk to Ed in St. Mary's. Hey, Ed, how you doing? Good. What's up, man?
Just got a few comments on the penny.
Yep, let's hear it.
Okay, so a lot of countries already got rid of their lords and domination change 10 years ago. I use the pennies a lot for when I repair stuff. I'll drill a hole in it, use it for a washer because it's cheaper than a washer.
Really? I didn't know that you were allowed to do that.
No, you're probably not. They'd probably have me in prison.
Yeah, doing hard time for drilling pennies.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, on our business, we actually do the opposite. We lower it to the lowest denomination.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the way you should do it. That's good customer service right there, Ed.
But if you use a credit card, a lot of places now are charging the 3%, so it's not actually better to use your card sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. I got you. All right, Ed, I got to fly here. Thanks, buddy. See ya.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
I'll be right back.
Well, the latest at 6:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Welcome back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. And if you're just joining us, the bleeding is under control. Second night in a row, I'm sitting here doing the show, and all of a sudden I feel my nose start to dribble. And it's blood. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to have to call my doctor, Dr. McHenry, get him on the line, find out what the story is. Anyway, coming up after 6:30, it is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. We've got a couple of folks here in the house getting ready. But first, let's talk to Matt and Troy. What's going on, Matt? How are you?
I'm doing real well, man. You know, I can't say enough about your program. It's really entertaining, even without the nosebleeds.
Oh, well, thank you. But the blood just takes it to the next level, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
all the
Makes
time.
me tough.
I mean,
Makes me tough. Yeah.
Anything for ratings, right?
That's right. I will bleed for this show, literally. Yeah. So what's happening, Matt?
Yeah, no, that's it. I had to step away from the radio for a few minutes. I apologize for that. I don't know how much you beat this up earlier, but the whole rounding up because of to the nearest nickel thing.
Yeah.
What a license to fleece.
I know. Well, this is what I'm saying. I feel like that's what they're going to do.
I just can't. I mean, look, and I understand it's cash, right? So I know cash is like not probably the majority of the way people pay for things anymore, but doggone it, that's if you're going to round it up,
yeah,
at least give me the option to like donate that to something else rather than to the pocketbooks.
Well, see, and that's an excellent point, because right now in the transition, you know, and if people don't know what we're talking about, today was the day that the United States Treasury minted the last penny. No more new pennies. No more. Now the pennies are still going to be in circulation. But already businesses, big businesses like Walmart and Kroger, they're saying there are penny shortages. And I know that there are some because we've heard stories. We had somebody call earlier who said that they were at a gas station, a Casey's, I think, and they were completely out of pennies. So I understand, but these businesses, they're saying that they're going to round up to the next nickel or round down, depending on where it lands. But I'm telling you, they're going to adjust the prices so it always lands where they get to round up. That's what they're going to do.
You and I are absolutely on the same page. And the whole coin shortage thing, that's a topic for another day, because that's something stinks with that. I mean, where are they going? I mean, come on. It's not like a dollar bill where they...
We just had a guy on who says that he uses pennies and drills holes in them and uses them as washers at his business because the pennies are cheaper than an actual washer. So, maybe that's why. I don't know. Matt, are you there? I think we lost Matt.
Yeah. No, I'm still here.
All right. Oh, go ahead. Wrap it up, buddy. I'm sorry. I dropped you for a second.
Yeah, no, it's okay. No, I am guilty of doing the same thing. Absolutely. I have used a penny for a washer.
Gotcha.
But no, you and I are on the same page, man. It's a license to fleece. When you look at these big companies that have the ability to do that, I know percentage-wise, but doggone, the amount of volume they're going to go through with cash purchases they can round up, it's going to add up to a lot of money really quickly.
I got you, man. Thanks for your call, buddy. I appreciate you listening.
Yep, thank you. Bye now.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S. T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO.
We're up. All right, everybody on the live stream, say hello to Matt and Jamie.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
They're from Troy Skate Park, and we're going to talk about their hopes and dreams. And I've seen the plans. You guys sent me some. I think Jamie, you sent me something. Yeah. And we'll talk about that and see things where they stand and what the plan is and all that good stuff.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you both grew up skating. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've been doing it for 35 years. Still do to this day. Even at 51 years old. Yeah.
And you still you can do
no.
I mean, we're both pretty close in age, and it's once you're a skateboarder, always a skateboarder type of thing. Yeah. And we'll roll around a little bit, but you're not going to see us throwing ourselves downstairs or something like that. So
I got a friend who does freestyle BMX, and he doesn't do the and I forget exactly what the name of it is, but he doesn't do like the jumps. He does, I would almost call it like ballet, where he's on his bike and he doesn't touch the ground and he's doing all these spins and he's in his late 50s.
Yeah.
And it's remarkable. He just was at a competition down in Cincinnati that he posted, and to watch him do it at that age, I'm just like,
well, I think there's a perception with all of this that only kids do it.
Yeah.
But we're kind of at a level with it now where it's an Olympic sport.
Right. Yeah.
So these things are accepted on the world stage, and so there's a lot wider, broader age group doing it. There's girls doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even blind people that do it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't end. So it's interesting because I get you're of the same era as us. So back then it did seem more like a kid thing,
Oh yeah. And I remember I don't want to talk I don't want to talk it out now. I want to talk about it on the air. But, I have a tendency sometimes to do that. We just talk and then we get on the air. I'm like, well, we've already talked about that. Like, well, nobody else knows that.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that was a huge part of my childhood was skateboards and BMX bikes.
Hey, real quick,
all of that.
I just want to tell you that it's Troy City Skate Park Unite.
Oh, Troy City Skate Park.
Troy City Skate Park Unite is the name of the nonprofit.
Troy City Skate Park Unite. Unite or United?
Unite.
It was a typo. It's supposed to be United, but
yeah. When I texted you, I voice texted and it said Troy City Skate Park Unit.
Yeah, the one thing about skating, it's kind of funny, is that you got your friends like me. I got all my high school friends, guys I grew up with, but the ones that I'm still the closest to are my skater friends. It's like a man. I mean, it never ends. It never ends.
Yeah, I get that. I get that totally.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been doing this show since I started in 2018 on Sundays, and then I did that for a year or two, and then during COVID, I did a daily show where for a couple hours I talked about what was going on with COVID, but I did it in as fun and entertaining way as you could to talk about that subject. So after I did that show for a couple of months and they decided they weren't going to interrupt the afternoon, Sean Hannity or whatever, they said, but we'd like you to do a night show. So I started doing like 7 to 9, and then it was 6 to 8, and then now it's 5 to 7, and nobody knows yet, but they're working to move me up to 4.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm still working at that point in time.
I'll be 4 to 7.
Wow.
That's the plan.
Nice.
That's the plan.
So you were on in another state at one point in time as well.
Oh yeah. I did, for about a year, I did Sunday nights. I did this show during the week, and then I did Sunday nights, and I was on in Dayton, Atlanta, Jacksonville, and Tulsa. Those are all Cox stations.
Okay.
So it wasn't like I was syndicated in the sense that I was on hundreds of stations.
Oh yeah, no,
but you know, to be on WSB in Atlanta, that's a major market. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. And I could listen to it on the way home because they ran an hour delay. So I get to hear myself on WSB in Atlanta, which was kind of cool. You know. All right, here we go. Don't swear. And get real close to the mic when you get up there.
Oh, now, this is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Be of good cheer and call me.
Call me now.
Call me. He's laughing at us right on the radio.
Least we could do is get him on the radio and talk to him.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just going to wing it?
You know, I think I'm just going to wing it. Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube, and it is Wing It Wednesday, brought to you by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. And joining me in the studio, we've got a couple of folks here from Troy City Skate Park Unite. We've got Matt Williams and Jamie Hudson. How you doing, guys?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Well, you've been on the show before, but you, Matt, I think you were on over the phone.
Yeah, it was just kind of a quick
hit.
Yeah, quick hitter. So we're here to represent, you know.
So Jamie, you reached out to me a number of months ago and said that you're with Troy City Skate Park Unite, and you've got this this sort of campaign going on in Troy to build a skate park. Yeah. There's no place to skate in Troy other than what, like the streets and the sidewalks, which I know all the business owners love.
Well, they have a skate park there. It's pretty dated. It's over 25 years at this point.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of just like a metal fabricated park. They've recently done some renovations to make it a little bit better, but yeah, so to your point though, there's also the streets, which is where Jamie and I kind of grew up skateboarding.
Oh, sure.
And we're probably responsible for all the no skateboarding signs in town. So
wear that badge with honor.
That's right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
We put them up there, but you know, things have come a long way since then, and skateboarding is, you know, it's more accepted on the world stage. There's a larger demographic of people and ages, and so and in my background, I've been in the skateboard industry for 25 years. For a company called Alien Workshop, which is actually from Dayton.
I'm aware of Alien Workshop.
Yeah,
when I worked at the alternative rock station in town, the X at 103.9, and before that it was the Edge. I feel like we did some sort of promotion. Or something.
I mean, it could have been because Rob Dyrdek, who's the big celebrity now, that I think more people probably know him as the celebrity than the pro skateboarder, but Rob Dyrdek was one of our pros.
Okay.
And he was sort of responsible for the beginnings of the skate park in Kettering. The plaza. So it's possible, because we had a big event during that time period.
Yeah, I remember
that. It's quite possible that you were involved with that.
But I remember Alien Workshop 100%.
Of course you do. It's
yeah.
Alien Workshop.
Yes. Yeah, I do. No, I remember it. It. Yeah. But we were Jamie and you and I were talking offline about there was a shop in Beaver Creek too.
Yep.
What was that one called?
So that was Ohio Surf and Skate.
That's right. So, we did stuff with them too. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we were talking about the fact that we're sort of the same age, right? I'm in my 50s. You guys, I'm assuming, are you in your 50s?
I'm pushing the 50.
Pushing, yeah. But when I was growing up, I mean, skateboarding was just sort of taking off, right? Like for you guys as well. The boards that we had initially were just either homemade or junk. I mean, they weren't very good. You know,
we probably all started with whatever the Walmart was at that time.
Gold Circle or Kmart, I think, is what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I had a Nash Executioner. So the boards, I think a lot of people, I mean, it's better these days, but from our era when we were starting out, we were probably getting that cheap.
And they were super small. Remember the ones
they're just really short and blocky and wide, and the evolution of people doing tricks has sort of changed the way boards are shaped and sizes and all that stuff. So,
well, let's talk about this Troy City Skate Park Unite and this plan for a skate park in Troy, because that's the real reason you're on. I mean, I love reminiscing about the old days of skating and BMXing, but what's your vision for this?
So my vision is to have a concrete skate park in Troy. Okay. There is a skate park in Troy, and it's actually a fairly large park, but the size of the skate park that is on it is just a very small footprint of that.
Okay. Yeah.
So, having been a skateboarder my whole life, I mean, since I was like 11 years old, I understand the importance of it on a bigger level than it being a selfish level.
Sure.
So, and with skateboarding given so much to me in my life, I want to give back to my community,
right?
And the kids that are going there, and the adults. And again, it's not just a kid area anymore. So I just have a broader view on a skate park than I would have when I was younger, and I look at a skate park now more as like, think of it more as a park with a skate park inside of it.
No, I gotcha.
The park is for the entire community. It's not just for skaters. I've gone to the skate park in Troy several times where, a parent is sitting in their car watching their kid skate, and it's a park. They should be enjoying
outside
the
doing
park.
something.
So we've integrated a lot of things into the design to cater to, those kinds of things, like having a walking path around the perimeter.
Well, see, that's ideal. That would be great. So if your kids are out there doing their thing at the skate park, you can get out and get a little exercise, and you'll be able to keep an eye on them, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Todd, is that we call it Troy City Skate Park Unite, but the reality is that it's more of an extreme sports park, because even though it's not much there now, and we're very appreciative of it, you see scooters out there, you see people on roller skates out there, you see people on bikes out there.
Right.
I mean, it's more of an extreme sports park. And with the concept that Matt and the rest of the board came up with, it's focusing on allowing all these different extreme sports to participate and have a place to go.
So not just the skate park, but you might also have a bike track or something like that. Is that?
Well, it's interesting you say that. Is yes, we are going to have a pump track in there, but the skate park location, it actually is right around the border of the bike path. So there's already a constant flow of people on bikes,
right?
Riding through there. So it's a great intersection. It's centrally located in Troy. And it's, it's easy for most kids to get to who aren't able to drive and that kind of thing. So it's a space that I foresee events happening there that are outside of just like a Troy Strawberry Festival, something that sort of caters to arts, and music,
right?
And skate, BMX, all that stuff. So there's an unseen potential with all of this that we're trying to just educate, and share that with people. And I think when they see the conceptual design, they're like, whoa, I get it,
Well, the thing with Miami County is you've got it's a huge area. There's a lot of rural area, and there's kids that live out in those areas that may not have access to something like that close to where they live. We have some of that. I always think, I grew up in Beaver Creek, so I always think of northern Miami Valley and everything south of 70, right? Sort of being its own little thing. And we have places like that down here, but you don't have anything like that up there for all those kids that could easily get to Troy. Cause like you said, there's bike paths and whatnot, that they could come down there and they could, maybe somebody could drop them off and they could skate for a few hours or with their bike or whatever it is. there's nothing really up there like that to the extent that you're hoping, right?
Yeah. And it's such a, I don't know, if I'm making a comparison to like organized sports or whatever, with skateboarding, you don't need a coach. You don't,
Right.
typically you go to a skate park, you're going to see people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times, these kids grow up that aren't into organized sports, but this is their thing, So I've always loved the culture of it and the people around it, because it doesn't matter where you're from, what you're into. If you're there riding your skateboard, your bike or whatever, people sort of embrace each other. It's this really cool. I mean, if you went and just observed for 30 minutes or 10 minutes, you would see people have never met each other, like cheering somebody on for learning a trick that may seem very elementary and basic, but it's just that sort of embraced, I don't know.
It sounds like everybody, you want people to be successful and you want people to succeed. And when you see young people or inexperienced people, pull off a trick that they've been working on for a long time, that's a great sense of accomplishment. But everybody else that sees that and has done that, they remember what it was like to do that. I would think, So there's a great appreciation of that.
A life lesson in a way too,
Yeah.
because if you watch skateboarders, they're constantly falling.
They're
constantly chasing their board, but that determination,
right?
That it sort of teaches you something you don't realize until later, that what, I'm not going to stop until this happens. And so that's where we are with this effort is, we're going to just keep doing this and hopefully present the best possible outcome for it.
So what kind of fundraising are you looking at? I mean, where are you at now? What's your goal, and how can people learn more and get involved or donate?
Well, that's a lot of questions.
It's a lot of questions.
All right, I can tell you that every year in September we actually have a big community event.
Right.
And every year it gets bigger and bigger. I think this last event we had probably close to 200, 300 people out there.
Yeah.
And you get the entire community out there. You get people coming. We had people coming up from South Dayton.
Okay.
So, it's getting a lot of attention. I'll actually let you talk a little bit more about it. But we have bands that come and play, during it. We have different vendors there.
Okay. So it's just a big yearly event in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we'd like to expand on that. With maybe some more micro events and, just coming here and getting out to a broader audience.
Sure. Sure.
So there's just been a really good natural progression to all of this. And so anyway, to answer some of your questions, we have raised, this last event, we raised right around $13,000.
Nice.
To date, we've raised well over $70,000.
And your goal is?
Our goal is $1.8 million.
Okay.
So, it sounds great, but when you put the comparison there, you're looking at throwing the bucket for a skate park. So,
but it's a start.
Yeah. Again, like it's again about just keep pushing. We kind of use that as our tagline, is just to keep going for it. And our hope is that the city will at some point, get on board with it and help us financially. Sure. We acknowledge we don't own the skate park, so everything that we do, we very much aware that we need to communicate with the city.
Well, it's all grassroots, and you got to get there. What's the website, real quick? We got to do a commercial break.
It's TroyCitySkateParkUnite.com.
All right, hang tight. We'll be back, and I think they brought me a gift.
Yeah, right.
Beyond the chicken wings from Hinders, by the way. Hinders. Hinders?
Yeah,
Hinders. Yeah. So hang tight. We'll be back.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Mics are back up. All right. Well, good job, guys. Good job. No, you're doing great. It goes very, very quickly. I understand that. But you did a great job.
Thank you.
You know, it's just it's just what you said. It's just getting the word out. You know, and just it takes time, and you have to build a little momentum, and you know.
Well, we've met with the city planners.
Yeah.
You know, we've had the opportunity to present exactly what we've done so far. I mean, we've had engineer designs provided. We've pretty much paid for all that. So, I mean, there's a lot of money raised, but there's also been money spent as well in order to get us there. You know, the city did a survey during the Strawberry Festival. Found out that the Troy City Skate Park is the third most used park.
Oh, wow.
Up in that area, right? Was that third or fourth?
Yeah, we were kind of third on the list at the time. I think the survey may have still been going at the time, but I mean, above and beyond their survey, we had already done one on the skate park, the conceptual design to get the feedback from the community. Like, what, you know, here's the conceptual design, but what do you want to see changed about this? So we were able to, and the city of Troy also shared that. So we, beyond just raising money, like we're actually getting data from the community
to sort of help shape that vision.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that effort has helped position us in a third place, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Troy is really known for its really nice parks.
Yeah.
You
need to get like some big corporate sponsors or somebody to step in and, you know.
Well, Ernst Concrete has been giving us some. I know he's corporate.
Yeah.
So he's been one of our main sponsors. Deerdeck actually sent. You know, we've been friends for a long time, so he's sent like $6,000 at this point. Converse. I mean, I have a lot of connections in the skateboard industry.
Yeah.
So that almost kind of is what you're talking about. Like we just having Rob Deerdeck, you know, involved. Everyone knows who he is, whether they know he skates or not. They know he has a TV show.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
Every year we get about 20 sponsors, and then we have some of our major sponsors that, you know, have really supported us throughout the years. So
cool.
So when I give you this thing, walking over there.
Yeah. We'll I'll just have you when we come back, I'll just give you a cue to, you know, in fact, if you want, get it out of the box now so you don't have to mess with that. But that is so cool. So they that's going to go next to my the bike I got from Huffy. So
nice.
Last year it was actually last year yesterday. I had somebody made a comment on the live stream. It was their kid's birthday and asked if I would wish him happy birthday. So I wished him happy birthday, and I think he turned 10 maybe. And I said, "Oh, I remember when I turned 10, I got this bike. You know, I got a bike for my 10th birthday." And I just started talking about it on the air, and I'm like, "Oh, it was a Huffy BMX, and I always, you know, always wanted to be a BMXer, blah, blah, blah." And it was just like a Pro Thunder, you know, it was just like a store-bought, you know, Kmart, but it was a Huffy. So, but then it leads into the fact that when I really wanted to get into BMX, I saved my money. Parents helped me a little bit. I got a, at the time was a top of the line Huffy bike. It was called a Pro Lightning. It was 4130 chromoly. It had all the bells and whistles. It had a DK stem. It had all this, you know, really cool stuff. And I will admit, I was fortunate. My dad had a really good job, and I ended up not only with the bike, but also JT Racing pants, and then I got a Huffy national team shirt and a helmet. I looked the part.
When this happens, you have to wear that whole kit.
Well, here's the thing. I wish I still had the kit. I don't. I have a picture of it. In fact, Huffy used it in a marketing campaign earlier this year. Yeah.
Wow.
But here's what happened. The vice president of global sales, because Huffy's in Miamisburg, listens to the show, heard me talking about Huffy, and he called or reached out to me a day or two later and said, "Hey, we'd like to talk to you about doing a promotion." So we put this promotion together. So now We did it last Christmas. We're doing this Christmas. We're giving away 100 bikes to needy kids throughout the area. But as a surprise, because I was talking about how I wish I had kept that Pro Lightning, the people at Huffy took one of their top BMX bikes and they customized it with the old Pro Lightning graphics and put my show logo on it. Nice. And it's at my house. It's in my studio.
That's incredible.
So the board is going next to the bike. Have my own little, bike and skate shop in there. That's cool. All right, here we go.
Pleasant Hill, WHIO, Dayton, Ohio, the birthplace of aviation.
Temperatures up into the 70s by the weekend. Well, latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
And now for our devoted listeners, back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just going to wing it?
I think I'm just going to wing it.
Just wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. It is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. All right, I got Matt Williams and Jamie Hudson here from Troy City Skate Park Unite, and they've brought me a gift. So, Matt, I'll give you the honors. You can unveil it. You can bring it over here so you'll be on the live stream so everybody can see this. This is... I kind of cheated. I got a video of it, and check this out. It's
Where's the best angle here?
Right there. There's the camera. You see, there's the camera. It is a Evening Edge branded deck skateboard. This is so cool. Oh, and a Taylor Swift book. That is sweet. Check that out, man. If you gotta look it on the live stream, and there's a video. You can see it. But guys, thank you so much. Oh yeah. That is awesome. All right, we got to wrap things up. So hit me one more time with the website.
It's Troy City Skate Park Unite, and then we've got a Facebook page and a Instagram page.
Awesome. I will share that on my Facebook, and people can find out more. Find out about your vision, your plans for this awesome skate park up in Troy, and maybe you'll get some donations out of it, okay?
Yeah, appreciate you having us.
Oh, of course. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow just after 5. Don't forget you can get the podcast at eveningedgetodd.com. Have a terrific Wednesday night.
That's it. We're done. Over already?
Yeah, should have been here sooner.
Game over. Sorry, guys, I gotta run, but there will be another show.
When?
Actually, I'll be back tomorrow.
Same crap, different day.
At least he's consistent.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
This is the station.
Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone.